Hey, how you guys doing? We're back here from the Donahue compound. It's Corona Happy Hour. I've been told that it's week 7. This is episode 7. There's my guy Zach, just killing it right off the bat. Devil Audio, I love it. This is episode 7, request hotline. We're gonna go episode 7. Bangers is the title of this one, right? Well, the lovely Melinda joining us as always. We're back. Clayton made it all the way from Johnson County. Howdy. Let's get some music It's been a long week working on the line. 80-hour weeks keep you out of my mind. I got sick and tired of all your running around. And everybody talking about me in this town. Everybody talking about me in this town. Now I'm looking for an all-night party song. Oh, my crew sings along, 'cause when it feels just right, it can't be wrong. 'Cause I like trucks and I love beer. I want a South Southern woman singing, pull me near, off a blacktop, down a dirt road that never ends. And I'm looking for a bonfire and some pasture land, a cool running river, a drink in my hand. I'm not trying to live a love song tonight. Life can't be wrong when it feels just right. Got a pocket full of money and it's burning a hole, and I'm holding on tight and now I'm letting it go. And I'm cinched up ready, I was born to run, and I ain't stopping till I see the sun. So we ain't stopping till we see the sun. Now I'm looking for an all-night party song. My crew sings along, 'cause when it feels just right, it can't be wrong. I like trucks and I love beer. I want a South Southern woman singing, pull me near, off a blacktop, down a dirt road that never ends. And I'm looking for a bonfire and some pasture land, a cool running river, a drink in my hand. I'm not trying to live a love song tonight. Life can't be wrong when it feels just right. Don't wanna think about love or a love gone wrong. I'm gonna do my best to drink it gone. Got plenty of beer, now the whiskey's strong. And I'm looking for a all-night party song. My crew sings along, 'cause when it feels just right, it can't be wrong. I like trucks and I love beer. I want a South Southern woman singing, pull me near, off a blacktop, down a dirt road that never ends. And I'm looking for a bonfire and some pasture land, a cool running river, a drink in my hand. I'm not trying to live a love song tonight. Life can't be wrong. Life can't be wrong when it feels just right. Huh. Oh, hello. Keep going. Got all kinds of exterior sounds over here.
We have a big shout out tonight.
Oh, okay. Shout outs. We'll get some shout outs in. Also shout out the new Banger t-shirt.
New tee, because somebody writes bangers. All educators, but especially tonight to the Katy ISD educators. I'm not sure who wrote. Well, I'm not sure because she didn't leave her name, but she said they're just working super hard on the online, handing out free lunches every single day. I think they're hands-on in that district. So thank you. Oh, Melinda, are you going to give Casey a haircut? No, I'm not going to cut his hair. Look.
She likes it. It's like Fabio.
Wilderman.
Bringing it back. Let's get this thing out here. How's that? Strong? No? It's got a flush back? All right. Josh Abbott FaceTimed me earlier. He was very envious of my morning hair this morning. I got out of the shower. I flipped it back. It's an old song. I wrote this with my buddy Matt Stell. There's a good chance I mess it up, but I like it when we wrote it. This is a Heartbreak song. More like from the girl's perspective, I think, where she was really hurt and he didn't care, and then later on he realized that he really missed her and he tried to go back and she didn't care. So this is called Sorry. Double wheels on a Tuesday night. I always wondered what rock bottom looked like. It's smoke rings rising from a tattered vinyl corner booth. I broke down and I called her up. She didn't cry this time, and it sure cut deep in a dark place where I can't stand the truth. She said, I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for you. You did what you thought you had to, and broken promises finally broke my heart. Things have changed and bridges burned. I moved on, the tables turning. Healing's hard, but I learned how, and I'm sorry. Don't feel sorry for you now. She said, I'm finally feeling good again. At times I thought the pain would never end. If I said I wasn't praying for this day, I'd be a liar. 'Cause when you left, you made me feel cheap. Now I cried rivers, I gained weight and lost sleep. Now I'm strong before you leave. Time makes ashes out of fire. She said, I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for you. You did what you thought you had to, and broken promises finally broke my heart. Things have changed and bridges burned. I moved on, the tables turning. Healing's hard, but I learned how, and I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for you now. I said, you don't have to be mean to me. She said, were you hoping for sympathy? I said, I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for you. You did what you thought you had to, and broken promises finally broke my heart. Now things have changed and bridges burned. I moved on, the tables turning. Healing's hard, but I learned how, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for you now. We got this fixed, Jimmy Nick. Hang on, maybe a little issue over here. This guitar. Try it again. I think it's all right. This thing pops right here when I slapped it in.
Oh, this is a perfect time for all my shout-outs.
Try it. I got nothing else.
We have a lot of birthdays tonight. We have Michaela, Brian Pruitt from Brandy, Avery, parents bought her tickets to go see Casey at the Blue Light, which was supposed to be tomorrow, I think. So sorry about that, but hopefully you're having a happy birthday anyways. We have Benny McKay, Shyla E. in Billings, Montana. Hadley, who turns 4, and she's super cute. Charlie. And Brett Smith, and that's from Joni. I think that's all the birthdays I have so far.
I think that was me, Jimmy Nick. Update from the Donahue compound. We're now sitting on 43 sheep and goats. It's going strong out there, okay? It's a lot of happening, okay? We're not done, though. We're going back this weekend and buying more. We got 43.
What do we need more goats for?
Because your other son didn't get to go to the goat sale yet, and he thinks he needs to buy some for him. So we got like 4 pair of cattle on the bottom half of the place, 43 goats and sheep up top with 1 horse. And at the One Star Ranch, I got some new babies on the ground today, Grover told me. So, and tomorrow I'm going to load up some horses with my buddy Jay. I got a wild bull calf in the brush that won't come out, and we're going in to get him. So stand by for footage.
Or for someone being put in the hospital after this.
Either way. Either way, we'll get some footage of this. So
we have a question from Jason. What's a banger? I think he's confused.
Banger is when you're at a song that's got some heat on it. It's
called a banger.
It's called a banger. He wrote a banger. Banger of a song.
Whatever you want it to mean.
Or you can, take it whichever direction you
want to
go. But we meant that it's a banger of a song.
Hit.
So we're smashing bangers out today. This is a banger out here. I do love this song, and put it on the last record. And I think it's Melinda's fault that she put it at the back end of the record. It should have been like at the first. Then I think it'd been a more popular song. But I
or you didn't have to put 15 songs on an album. You could have done two albums, and then they could have equally heard all the songs. That was my vote.
That doesn't make any sense. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, Jason said he was taking it a lot dirtier. I bet you were, Jason.
Calm down, Jason. It's a family show. I do love this song. I may put this on another record just because I felt like it got overlooked on this record, but we'll go with it like this. I could see all the storm clouds, figured they would pass by. Heard all the warnings, thought those were for that other guy. And then the wind picked up and it hit me like a train. The skies opened up and down came the pain, and it shook just like thunder. She said, I don't love you, baby. It was quick like a flash flood. My whole world turned crazy. When the lightning hit me, I thought I was dying. Thank God it's raining, so she can't see me crying. It's the calm before the storm. Something people say. I never understood that till I was standing in your way. And then she tore right through my heart and never looked back. I felt the sun upon my face before the skies turned black, and it shook just like thunder. She said, I don't love you, baby. It was quick like a flash flood. My whole world turned crazy. When the lightning hit me, I thought I was dying. Thank God it's raining, so she can't see me crying. When it feels like this storm's about to break, here comes a downpour, and it's more than I can take. It shook just like thunder. She said, I don't love you, baby. It was quick like a flash flood. My whole world turned crazy. When the lightning hit me, I thought I was dying. Thank God it's raining, so she can't see me cry. Clayton, do you want a beer? Sure. He's so quiet, he didn't say anything about not getting a beer. Somebody's calling your phone number.
Oh,
you take a call?
Yeah.
Hello. It's probably a salesman.
Hello. Happy hour request line.
Oh, my. You started a thing.
Oh, you don't know? Well, you got to get on Facebook or Instagram. This is not a 1-800 number.
Oh, my God. Should have never done that. Wow. Be ringing off the hook now. Oh, boy. Is that really somebody calling in?
Yeah, you want to know how do you watch this?
How did he know to
he
call?
got the number. I don't know. Do you remember when I was younger?
Please don't start calling the phone.
A teenager. And Friday nights, like the best thing to do was to call the request line to like request a song to your friend. And if you got through, it was like the most exciting moment of your life.
No,
like,
I didn't.
oh my God, I got through the request line.
No, I
on the
had my pager. I was just trying to get hit up. Some digits.
Okay, here's a good question, Casey. You want a question?
Yeah.
I'd hate to interrupt you trying to play. Who did you feel most privileged to play on a stage with?
That's so hard.
Play with some good ones.
I got to play with Merle Haggard before he passed away. Played with Willie Nelson last year. God, those got to be the top two, I would think. I've never played with King George. He emails me a couple times a year, but we haven't done a show together.
Does he?
Yeah. Huh. Offices of George Strait. To send out a little. This is an old song. This isn't mine. This is when we started out, there wasn't a whole lot of bands that would even talk to us. But these guys were always cool and treated us well, and they'd let us go to Oklahoma and do some shows with them, and still talk to some of these guys. And I wrote some songs with Steve Rice and the Payne Brothers. And Jerry, if you're watching, we'll do this. It's an old school No Justice song. Here we go.
Did you say what it was called?
It's called The Toast. Haven't I seen you here before? Or maybe you look like someone else. Your silhouette is like the devil, but your eyes are too blue for me to care. I wondered if you noticed my face. Are you still staring at that band? My emotions are running wild, like a freight train bound to nowhere. I buy you a drink, but I don't know your brand. And here's to you, and here's to me, best of friends, knowing that we'll always be. And if perhaps we tend to disagree, yeah, and here's to me. Mr. Bartender, won't you pour me a drink once more to drown my cares and fears away? Well, I'm down to my last cigarette and it's broken. No, well, I guess I didn't need the damn thing anyway. She just walked by my table and she gave me a second glance. My eyes followed her to the bathroom door. Now she's talking to another man. I guess that I just lost my chance. Hey, bartender, I'll have two more. And here's to you, and here's to me, best of friends, knowing that we'll always be, and if perhaps we tend to disagree. Here's to me. Well, here's to you. Here's to me. Best of friends, knowing that we'll always be, and if perhaps we tend to disagree. Here's to me. Here's to me. There you go. No Justice. Go back and listen to those guys if you want to. Hope I didn't mess that up. Steve Rice sings pretty good, so.
Oh, we have some, yeah, we have a little slideshow of some of the photos that you guys have sent us, which are awesome. We love your photos.
Got ice in my veins and blood on my lips, and this look on my face like I don't give a shit. Everybody's acting like I'm the only one messed up. I'm staring down the barrel of a whiskey bottle, got the hammer down and I can't find the throttle. I'm revved up, red line, looking for a place to go. And I'm headed south like a freight train bound for Texas. There's a girl in Fort Worth that swears I'm on her mind. And she tells me the bed gets cold when she's all alone, and that one-star flag is waving like it's calling me.
Back, episode 7, Donahue Compound Bangers.
Let me tell all the ladies about something, and I don't know if y'all know about this, but this little can right here, Ramona, it is a ruby grapefruit spritzer, and it's so good. And it's so good with the straw.
That's enough of that. They haven't paid us $1.
No, it's got 7% alcohol in this one little can, so it's better than those. What are those other things?
Frank, my man Gover at the One Star Ranch, a little money maker, just hit the ground just now. He was assisting, so got his hands dirty.
No, it's kind of like a blurry picture.
Doesn't matter. He's alive, and it's a cow. We're good. I want you to know I'm having to reach back because I'm trying not to play duplicate songs. We're in episode 7, doing about 10, 15 songs a night, so we're in the 80, 90 song range. So we're
Near the end.
episode 8, maybe a start back over. But
Do you want another
I don't
question?
know. Yeah, we got a question.
What is Casey's favorite shotgun?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
that is a good question. I'm a shotgun guy. We should take some pictures of the shotgun vault, and you can post those up. Maybe we'll post some gun pictures next week in between songs, get you. But I guess the fanciest shotgun I have, I got a Krieghoff K80.
That's what he
hard
said.
encased.
He knows that you have that.
Oh, he does?
So maybe he has something to do with the cellophane?
Huh. I do have a Krieghoff K80, but my go-to, I think, if I'm going to the field and I'm gonna shoot birds, shoot dove, I got 2 or 3 Browning Satori over and under. I'm an over and under guy, by the way, so not many automatics in my collection, all over and unders. I don't know if I'm fancy or I just don't like to pick up the shells when they fly out the side of an automatic. But either way, over-unders is where it's at. So Krieghoff K80, or if I'm going to the field, I'm going to grab a Satori over and under. So if you're watching Browning, I'd love a couple more Satori, a couple of Sportsmans, and something fancy.
Question?
Another question, come on.
Who was the first red dirt act you saw live?
Pat Green. Pat Green was the first Red Dirt live act. Pat Green played on the fraternity back porch in College Station in circa 1996 for about $500, and I was hooked. So then I was following Pat Green around college towns, trying to figure out my life. But Pat was the first Red Dirt show I saw. So let's do a song. There's an oldie.
Okay, time out. Did you look? You're not looking at your notes.
This has a dedication.
Yep, it does.
You do the dedications.
Okay, this song was requested by Brian, and he is dedicating it to Leslie. But Brian also made a very large contribution. I can't even talk. Contribution to the Tarrant County Food Bank tonight. So thank you so much, Brian.
Brian.
And I'm
you're the
thinking
man.
Leslie's a lucky girl.
Well, I don't know Brian enough to say that, but thanks for making the donation.
Well, we're texting friends, and I think that she's a lucky girl.
Well, hey, you make a donation like that to the Tarrant County Food Bank, and you get your song. Here we go. My heart is just like a shot glass, empty and alone, only as good as the spirit in it, useless on its own. Your love is just like whiskey, it burns all the way down, lights me up and it gets me right. Baby, pour me another round. Whiskey, baby, driving me crazy. I'm buzzing from my head to my toe. I'm flying high and I don't know why, 'cause it feels like I'm letting go. And when I'm falling apart and there's no one to save me, I reach for my whiskey, baby. I wish you went down easy, but I really can't complain, 'cause I can't get enough of your love coursing through my veins. Sometimes you leave me in pieces, shattered on the floor, and I never learned my lesson. I keep coming back for more. Whiskey, baby, driving me crazy. I'm buzzing from my head to my toe. I'm flying high and I don't know why, 'cause it feels like I'm letting go. And when I'm falling apart and there's no one to save me, I reach for my whiskey, baby. My friends say I should quit you. They all know I can't stop. Baby, I need none of your love, down to the very last drop. Whiskey, baby, driving me crazy. I'm buzzing from my head to my toe. I'm flying high and I don't know why, 'cause it feels like I'm letting go. And when I'm falling apart and there's no one to save me, I reach for my whiskey, baby. Yeah, when I'm falling apart and there's no one to save me, I reach for my whiskey, baby. You're my whiskey, baby. My heart is just like a shot glass, empty and alone.
Here's an interesting memory. Okay. Ask Casey if he remembers this. The year was 2014.
That's not that far.
He did a sports radio podcast with Derek Collin when he played for the Rangers at the Mixed Up Burgers in Grand Prairie, the day of his Texas Mardi Gras show. I was the only fan that showed up, and he autographed all of my CDs. And he sent a picture. Look at this.
I mean, the only fan that showed up is kind of a harsh statement.
Connor. Thank you, Connor.
Could have left that part out. I mean, I don't. That's really true. I do remember that day. That was the first day I met Derek Collin. Then he came to the Mardi Gras show, and we've been really good friends ever since. And that was the first day that I met Corey Proctor. Oh. Where all three of us did the thing, and so two of my
well, you do like
really
making
good friends,
Casey. You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
I like some people.
Well, here's Squatch. He's not going to be. He can't watch right now. He has to work. We miss you, Squatch.
Squatch. This was an old song. I had to go back and definitely do some listening.
What? Hold on.
But I was listening to it, and I thought we should play this at shows. So that's been the good thing I think about this is me revisiting all these old songs. It's like kind of opens my mind back up to our live show. I'm ready to go back out, and I'm going to make the band learn about 90 songs. So.
Well, you got a while, so you got plenty of time to learn them all.
So,
do you want another question?
Yeah, hit me with one.
What kind of goats do you have?
I'm not a goat elitist by any means. I'm into money-making goats. I got my kids. That's their job. Their summer job is to raise these goats, and then I'm gonna let them have some of the profits at the end of the summer. But a lot of Spanish nannies. I got some Barbados ewes, a couple of Barbados rams, some Bora goats, but just mainly a bunch of regular Spanish nannies, just running around there having babies. We're gonna raise them up, then sell them off, and we're gonna make dozens of dollars. I mean. When I say dozens of dollars, I'm talking about handfuls. Well, enough to fold over. You know what I'm saying,
It might
Jimmy
feel like
Nick?
Dozens since it will be our only income. It might feel like it's a lot.
Yeah. We may be eating these goats, milking them. Not sure what our other options are, but here's an oldie. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. Alone again tonight, this bottle by my bed. Now I think, damn my heart and damn my head. I'm dreaming of a girl who never dreams of me, and it's not fair, she won't let me be. And if I find redemption at the end of the line, and I remember better days and a time when she was mine, I'd scream, hold on, just one more day. Let go, and walk away. You're gonna die lonely is what she said. But I don't feel lonely with you running through my head. She's never coming back. There's no reason that she would. She probably wouldn't try. Even if she could. I haven't slept in days, and I haven't seen the sun. And I think, damn my luck, that I just can't outrun. But if I find redemption at the end of the line, twisting in the wind just like I'm running out of time, I'd scream, hold on, just one more day. Let go, and walk away. You're gonna die lonely is what she said. But I don't feel lonely with you running through my head. if I find redemption at the end of the line. And I remember better days than a time when she was mine. And I'd scream, hold on, just one more day. Let go, and walk away. You're gonna die alone, is what she said. But I don't feel lonely. No, I don't feel lonely. But I don't feel lonely with you running through my head.
We're gonna do questions on what kind of hat you're wearing.
Oh, it's a new Hogan hat. Hogan, another shout out to my friends at Hogan. They sent me my new Fort Worth sticks this week. Stamped Fort Worth, Texas, the black edition.
817, the 817.
Straight 817. Golf clubs made in the 817. My favorite golfer of all time. Clayton knows what I'm talking about.
Don't you, Clayton?
Exactly. Played so much.
Okay, we have there's so many questions coming. You want some?
Let's go.
What is Casey's favorite bourbon? Casey's not a bourbon drinker.
I'm not a huge bourbon drinker, but I'll go
Melinda's.
TX whiskey if I'm gonna drink some. I'll go with Fort Worth made bourbon.
Okay, guess who's back? Sam Sombrero. Nice last name, Sombrero.
I'll tell you though, if you want to send me some kind of gift that's drinkable, I'll take some Don Julio 42. Matt, you're watching? You owe me a bottle. I'm pretty positive.
Well, okay, back to Sam. He says to keep on banging out the bangers. It's pretty good.
Bang them out. Bang them. Bang them. If you're not sure, just bang them.
Okay, this guy, I'm sorry, I'm getting to you. He keeps texting the same thing. He wants to know who's talking in the background on the recorded version of, Loser, and what is being said. But I kind of feel like you're going to have to go just play it back and listen.
It is. It's AC. That's who's.
Oh, is it
that's who's
AC?
doing. Well, actually, AC does one, and God, who did the other ones? It was. I'll think of it in a minute. I know AC does the Come On
There-
How.
you
The
have to
Come
go back
On
and
How
listen to
About Ya
it.
is AC for sure.
Because it's super funny if you can hear what's being said.
Yeah, and at the end, there's the ice cream trucks on there.
Here's a good one.
It was Jesse. Jesse Jennings did some of them, and then AC did the Come On How About Ya one.
What is Casey's favorite Wade Bowen song? Oh, he has several favorite Wade Bowen songs.
I can't even.
They're-
Favorite Wade Bowen song?
Don't let him fool you.
It's just I can't.
You have Casey.
Melinda, I have a whole.
I know you have a whole list.
I have
know.
a whole. I'm gonna fall asleep playlist of Wade
No,
Bowen by my bed.
No, be serious.
Favorite Wade song? I do love his version of Mood Ring. It's fantastic. I love Wade. Wade knows I love him. He'll text me. I'll get a text here in a minute, and it'll be obscene. So obscene we can't read it on the air.
You were talking about playing a Wade Bowen song tonight.
I was going to. I'll do one. I'll do a Wade Bowen song next week. I played one at a wedding once. But I'll do a Wade song next week. There's a lot of Wade songs that I'm really into.
Wade is a great songwriter.
West 84 was the early days. I'll do an old Wade Bowen song. I mean, they all feel old, but I'll do one of the ones from that's older. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here's a good question. Was Alex at the Longhorn Saloon a real person? From
100%.
The song Stockyards.
I wish Alex should find me. If you're still out there, I have no idea Alex's last name. But
Does
he was
Alex
there.
know that he's Alex? I mean, does he know
Yeah,
he was
sure.
your ex? He was your Alex?
He's my Alex. He was everyone's Alex.
Oh, here's another question. That's funny. Your favorite Bart Crow tune? Everybody knows this song. This one.
Oh, Wear My Ring?
Is it Wear My Ring? Give me a ring, wear my ring. Oh, that's your song. Give
Yeah.
me a ring's
Give
your
Me a
song.
Ring's
Never mind.
One of mine. Similar songs.
It's
Hard to tell them apart if you
yes,
play them.
very hard.
Play them fast.
Oh, shout out to Elijah from his dad Oscar, also the Deer Charmer. We know who you are, Deer Charmer. We see you on Twitter.
Yeah. Hey, what's happening, guys?
Casey's hair is looking like Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
Y'all need to calm down on Casey's hair, okay? I like it. Gives me something to grab.
Whoa. It's flowing. I don't know. Let's play a song.
Oh.
I had to seriously sit down and figure this song back out. And I meant to play it every week so far. And I do love this song. But I haven't played it in forever, and I may mess it up a little bit. But I spent half a day today trying to remember what key and what chords I played this in, because I've been looking up some of my songs on the internet.
Are you Googling yourself?
No, Googling how to play them. And I can tell you one thing, you people are completely insane. Some of y'all, whoever posts these chorded charts are way off.
We have a text message for our production team. That is Zach and Jimmy. I'm getting messages saying y'all are doing a fabulous job tonight. Yay, you!
Jimmy's going to mute the whole thing now just because.
If Wade's song is coming, does this mean... Oh, where'd you go? Kyle Park. Hold on, where'd it go? If Wade's song is coming, does this mean Kyle Park songs are off the table?
Be a short table. Let's do this song before I mess it up, right? There's an empty bottle of wine sitting by the bed. Images of you and him in my head. I threw the bottle across the room, broke your picture on the wall. Trying to convince myself I ain't missing you at all. 'Cause the things that you think will keep you sane, all the things that'll surely tear you down. An empty shot glass, this pocket full of pills, until the love of a strange girl just don't seem real. And when the man in the mirror becomes a blur, and all you're left with are hangovers and memories of her. You got holes in your story that your smile can't erase. And I can tell that you're lying by that look upon your face. I let myself be easy, and my pride is what it cost. And you'll wake up alone tomorrow, know your heart's won the loss. And the things that you think will keep you sane, and all the things that'll surely tear you down. An empty shot glass, this pocket full of pills, until the love of a strange girl just don't seem real. And when the man in the mirror becomes a blur, and all you're left with are hangovers and memories of her. And the things that you think will keep you sane, they are the things that'll surely tear you down. An empty shot glass, this pocket full of pills until the love of a strange girl just don't seem real. And when the man in the mirror becomes a blur, and all you're left with are hangovers and memories of her. And all you're left with are hangovers and memories of her. Nailed it, Clayton.
Nailed it. Okay, Clayton, I got a shout out. Shout out to Clayton, Mr. Silent. I'm going to get you a t-shirt that says Mr. Silent.
Keep quiet.
Also, he would love to see Newsom back. Well, let's talk about John Newsom, who decided to move to Nashville during the coronavirus. So he can't come back. I don't think they'll let him into Texas. I think he'll have to quarantine for 14 days if he even tries. Could be wrong.
Beverage.
You need a beer?
Yes, please.
Clayton?
I'm good. Thank you. That's your opinion.
Well, y'all need straws. Y'all drink faster.
My best friend Junior, well, he lives 2 trailers down. And his wife Mary Lou, well, she runs a cabaret in town. They've got 2 kids, they don't look like him. He's a tractor tech, he's a redneck, and now he's getting drunk again. Yeah, I'm talking about the good times and drinking down the bad. Trying to remember all those crazy nights that we had. And now that I'm empty and I'm not sad, talking about the good times and drinking.
Let take over you, yeah.
Okay. Are we back?
Oh, we got
Okay.
a question. One question over there was, what's up with the tucked in shirt? And I just want to say I'm a big Parker McCallum fan. Tucked in, that was his thing. You know, and he would always brought this tucked in stuff, and then we did all these shows together, and I never saw him in a tucked in shirt ever. So I may just take it over, like tucked in. It's my thing. We have another
Here's a question from John. Oh, hold on. What's the first song that Casey wrote for Melinda?
Oh, I wrote a song. It's on the Lost Days record called "Let It Take Over You." So that was actually maybe the first recorded song we ever. Melinda bought me a gift, and I got to go into a studio. I think it was somebody's house studio because we didn't have very much money, but it was a studio, and we recorded that song.
It was when how do I say this? I know Casey doesn't like a lot of my words, but when Casey and I first started dating, he was always playing his little guitar all the time, with no ambition for it to be anything but just him playing his little guitar all the time. And I had a friend that worked at a recording studio, so I think it was your birthday maybe coming up, so I bought him a session for the day and thought, look, this guy writes really good stuff, and he doesn't realize that it's really good stuff. And so he went to the studio, did some recording on me, and guess what? We have the Casey Donahue.
Casey Donahue quarantined. That's what we have. That's where this led. Started in a studio, cutting a song, and now we're compounded with 43 goats and 8 cows.
Here's a good question. Did Casey ever think about trying to make it big in Nashville? Also, he loves that you're not wearing skinny jeans.
You couldn't take a...
He doesn't even know where you buy skinny jeans.
I don't even know where you buy skinny jeans. Sometimes I see people, and I'm just floored. I don't even know where you shop to buy.
Or how you got in those skinny jeans, I think is a big question that I have at times.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just... I think if you have to dress up like a rock star, you're probably not a rock star unless you're Mick Jagger, okay? You know why Mick Jagger's Mick Jagger? Because he's Mick Jagger, okay?
But you can go down the Rockstar aisle at the store and get you a nice little kit.
I don't know.
I've seen the Rockstar aisle.
You go to the Buckle? Where do you go to get things like this?
Several stores.
Where you get those white tennis shoes and those long shirts that hang down like the mid-knee, like front and back. I see a lot of those out there with skinny jeans. I don't know where you purchase these things, but not anywhere that I would be. Okay, they're not they're not at Cavender's. All right, I looked and they weren't in there.
Back to the first part of the question. Did you ever think about trying to make it big in Nashville?
Make it big in Nashville. You know, I was so worried about somebody telling me what to say, what to do, what to wear, how to comb my hair, and what songs I would have to sing, that we were always open to talk, and we've had lots of discussions with lots of different companies and businesses and labels, and you know, we just never found the right deal. We wanted to keep doing our thing, and this is our path. We chose our path, and we're still on it. And when this quarantine's over, we're going to take it back to the highways and take these bangers on the road. That's what we're going to do.
We have more bangers. We're adding to the bangers through this quarantine.
I got a whole record ready to go. So I do have some songs. I have some songs recorded. What y'all need to do is bombard Melinda with emails and texts and tell her to make the One Light Town a deluxe edition and add the recorded songs to it.
How are we going to deluxe it? It's already got 15 songs. That's already a deluxe.
Deluxe it to 18 and release. There's 3 or 4 more songs that are recorded. I like them. We should deluxe it and add them. So you guys just start sending Melinda nonstop Facebook, email, cell phones.
No.
Go crazy. We'll get these songs out because there's a couple. You know what's on there? The song I played the first night, the cowboy song is on there.
It's on where?
Is recorded.
But you can just do a quarantine session.
And the song I wrote with Cordy Johnson is recorded as well. Okay. It's done. They're already done.
Don't try to tell me how to do my job. Thanks.
The cowboy that never rode away. Cowboy that never rode away is recorded.
And let me do my part.
The me and Cody Johnson song is done. There's 3. You could make it a deluxe edition. Release them next week. They could be released next Thursday night at midnight. There's no rules anymore. We're on quarantine. We can do what we want.
Let me do some more birthdays real fast. We have. Oh, this is a super sweet one. The best mom in the whole world, from Addie and Will, and her name is Audra. Happy birthday. To Stetson and Landon from Naya, if I'm saying that right. We also have happy birthday to Virginia. She's a Yankee, but she loves KCD. So we like you too, if you love KCD. See, I'm getting a lot of text that says a quarantine session album, so I feel like people are definitely on my side. Thank you.
We talked about No Justice and Steve Rice earlier. We wrote a couple songs together. We both recorded them. And you people that are sending Steve Rice messages about him being the Lost My Brother's Goat guy, he's not.
Oh, you got to tell the story again, because some people don't understand what's going on with the goat.
I've told the goat story 4 times.
But tell it again. They like it.
We were playing a show. Me and a guy wrote a song. He got up to sing it. He was drunk. His version, a little different than my version. He got up to sing the second verse and started interrupting. Man, I lost a brother goat. And we recorded the show, and he ruined our whole song, about ruined our night. It was a train wreck. We pulled it back together. But when we listened to the recording afterwards on the bus, all it sounds like is, I lost my brother's goat. And so
I don't think you're telling it very funny. You should start over.
No, that's it.
It was funnier the last time you told those stories.
Go back and watch episode 2, 4, and 6. You'll hear the Lost My Brother's Goat.
You didn't tell it last week.
2, 4, 5, 5, 2, 3. Go watch the other ones, and you'll get the goat story in full glory. Anyway, it's funny to me. Anyway, Steve Rice texts me a couple days. He goes, "Hey man, what the hell's going on with this goat? And why is people bothering me thinking I'm the goat guy?" And so I had to tell him the story, and he's not the goat guy, so leave Steve Rice alone. But we did write this song, both recorded it, and I do like it. This is a love song. Here we go. Moonlit night, there's no need for headlights. The speed up truck could damn near drive itself. You're trying hard not to show it, but we both know where it's going. If I can't find the words for how I feel, I'm give you a ring so your eyes can't tell me no, so your reaction won't bring out my insecurity. I'm gonna give you a ring, tell you how I feel. It might make more sense on a telephone line than right here in front of you. I'll give you a ring. It's been 5 years since you left, and we both got our regrets, but it made me smile to hear you're back in town. Let's look past our mistakes, 'cause this is a chance we've got to take. Let those walls around our hearts come crumbling to the ground. Give you a ring so your eyes can't tell me no, so your reaction won't bring out my insecurity. I'm gonna give you a ring, tell you how I feel. It might make more sense on a telephone line than right here in front of you. I'll give you a ring. You're still with me, all those memories from my first kiss to me down here on my knees. So I can give you this ring, I pray your eyes don't tell me no, hope your reaction won't bring out my insecurity. I'm gonna give you a ring, show you how I feel, 'cause always and forever's what I mean. I'll give you this ring.
Here's a cool little text message. It says, my dad wrote for the Oak Ridge Boys before he died, and he had fallen in love with Whiskey Baby. Texas is telling stories that Tennessee forgot, that old Music City is dead, and Texas fired the shot. It's pretty.
I love it. I like
pretty
that.
Nice.
That's pretty
Pretty
nice.
right
On. There we go. How about? How you want to? How about?
What are you doing?
I was gonna have you
What's going?
just read that.
Which one?
That one.
Hey, bud?
Just
All
not
this?
that out loud. I want you to read it.
Oh.
All right. We'd already done all the pictures, right?
Oh.
Oh, should we go to breaking news?
Oh. I think Candy Cat is here with some breaking news.
Let's go to the desk.
Good evening and welcome back to your weekly hate update here on Corona Happy Hour with Candy Cat at IDGAF Studios. Our first story comes from our female fan base, Mrs. J. Mrs. J writes, can't Melinda just let Casey sing? Well, Mrs. J, he has been singing for 18 years. Maybe it's Melinda's time to shine. Our next breaking news story comes from our male fan base. Mr. C writes, is it me or is she very annoying? It's you, Mr. C. Our next breaking news story is from Mr. D. He writes, I've waited all week for Thursday. Can y'all turn down Melinda's mic? Well, Mr. D, if you turned her mic down, how would you hear her? In other news, it seems bluebonnets seem to be blooming all across the state of Texas. I guess they're not waiting till summer. We've reached out to Josh Abbott and we've received no comment yet. And that wraps up your Hate Update. I'm Candy Cat. See you next week here at IDGAF Studios.
And there we go. Breaking news from the Compound News Network, the IDAGF network, broadcasting.
I don't think you said it right.
What did I say? You say it.
IDGAF Studios.
You sound like you've done that before.
Happy 26th anniversary to Rob and Tammy from Indiana.
All right, here we go. From my buddy Oscar. He has wanted to give a shout out to his son, Elijah. Melinda already
I'm pretty sure it's
gave
Elijah.
one, but he also wanted to say that he has purchased you a hunt at the
Elijah.
One Star.
Breaking news to Elijah.
You're going to One Star Ranch and hunting with Casey Donahue. So your father has purchased a hunt, and apparently,
Woo, where's the balloons?
It's his 21st birthday.
Oh man!
So we can drink
Well,
beer. We're going to drink beer
with men only on the ranch because there's no one else around for many miles.
So congratulations, happy 21st birthday.
You're gonna have a blast.
It wasn't easy. Somehow I fit 4 long years of college in the city. I pulled some bad grades, made some good friends, and for my lack of education, I still blame them. When we were young, life was good, and I'd go back and do it all again if I could. We had time, we had beer, and that's all we needed in those colleges. I had a buddy found me an ID, and man, that picture didn't look a damn thing like me. We had a few nights, we had too much fun, got in the bars, then got left behind me. 'Cause we were young, life was good, and I'd go back and do it all again if I could. We had time, we had beer, and that's all we needed in those colleges. Had a guitar, I couldn't play it, but when everybody got drunk, I could fake it. And had a girlfriend, she was older, and she taught me things. To this day, I thank her. Thanks, baby. We were young, life was good, and I'd go back and do it all again if I could. We had time, we had beer, and that's all we needed in those colleges. Yeah, that's all we needed in those colleges.
Okay, here's the. What about adding I lost my brother's goat koozies? We have them somewhere.
Guess where they are?
They're lost somewhere in the FedEx warehouse. They've been lost for about 2 weeks, which isn't surprising considering they are called Lost My Brother's Goat. Now we have lost koozies, but hopefully they find them and we get them. But we got the goat for you.
All right.
We got a lot of goat.
My friend John has asked me every week since week 1 to play this song. And every week since week 1, the next day I told him, I'll do it next week. And the next week comes, and I never did it, and I never did it. And I scrambled to learn it today because I just remembered that he wanted to hear it. And we also have another dedication for it, right?
To what? Read your notes. Read your notes.
To Scott Carter. Yep. But mainly to my friend John.
Yes, to John. And it's Springtown? Spring, sorry. Spring, Texas. Got the first part right.
It's a good chance I messed this up a couple times. Now these old blue jeans may not look like much of anything. They're kind of old and torn and worn out at the seams, but they're everything, believe it or not. They got the pocket that holds my old lucky key ring. And this is the key that started the car that drove to the coast in a little beach bar. They needed a singer to sing a few songs, bring in a crowd and get them singing along. And this is the old beat of guitar that played a few tunes for the tips in the jar. That bottle the drink that got me that first dance. The bottom of the tongue that led to the walk on the beach that got me the kiss that got the girl. I told you. And you never suspect that one by one that them dots connect. You never know which domino's gonna domino next. Or what the heck, you just know it works. And she's looking pretty damn good running around here in my Pensacola Beach t-shirt. This is the key that started the car that drove to the coast and the little beach bar. Needed a singer to sing a few songs, bring in a crowd and get them singing along. And this is the old beat of guitar that played a few tunes for the tips in the jar. That bottled the drink that got me that first dance. That started the talk that led to the walk on the beach that got me the kiss that got the girl. The girl that's in this little love song. Yeah, well now, I bet you know when I wrote it on. And this is the old beat of guitar that played a few tunes for the tips in the jar. The bottle of the drink got me that first dance. And this is the key that started the car that drove to the coast and the little beach bar. They needed a singer to sing a few songs. I brought in this crowd and got them singing along. And this is the old beat of guitar that played a few tunes for the tips in the jar. The bottle of the drink got me that first dance. The started the talk that led to the walk on the beach that got me the kiss that got the girl. Yeah, I got the girl. I still got the girl.
A little tidbit about that song. We recorded a video. We did a video for it in the Bahamas. When was that? 2 years ago? We never saw any of it, so I'm not sure.
Things are tough. We ran out of Corona. Moved on.
Moving on.
Michelob.
Low
Yeah, what happened to that video?
Yeah. Well, we planned this whole day. We were going to this deserted island, and all this. We did it all. And then the
Shotgun
storm
beers
came.
with Co Wetzel, and that was the end of it.
So it was totally black. The whole day was a bust. But anyways, it almost was a music video. Almost. We had good intentions. Oh, my goodness. Oh. So was it Melinda that drove you to the whiskey? No, it wasn't, because we've already figured out Casey doesn't even drink whiskey. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, crap. I lost the one I was going to talk about. It was about a... Dang it. Okay, here we go. Audrey, 3-year-old Audrey. She has not missed a show. She's from New Madison, Ohio. Thank you, Audrey, for watching.
Yeah, you gave it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please, 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 before the show's over. Happy 31st birthday, Melissa McIntyre. Not sure who it's from, but happy birthday. Oh, I have more shout outs. Hold on. Come on. Okay. Jessica Garcia from, I'm not sure. Denise from Joey in Lebanon, Tennessee. Brian in Detroit, Michigan. And to Brett Smith from Joni.
That it?
What's your favorite beer, Casey? Do you want me to answer for you?
Well, no. I'm I've really fallen in love with Corona all of a sudden, but probably, underrated, right? I had forgot.
Corona is awesome.
If I could afford limes, I think some limes and salt would really set that thing off. I'm probably an old school Coors Light kind of a guy. Go back to the original, but Melinda's got me on this diet and working out, so I drink some ultras every once in a while to.
Everyone.
I like ultras. I'm not opposed
Michelob
to
Ultra is a good cold beer in a can. On a sunny day, can't beat a Michelob Ultra cold.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting text. Do you remember when you played in Paris, Texas, that big girl fight in the front?
You gotta be way more specific. So every week I said next week I'll learn a Wade Bowen song and do one, and maybe I'm gonna pick some friends and do more songs. And I did some last week, and I did a No Justice song tonight, and I'll do. I can remember me and Melinda would go watch my buddy play this song. He wasn't my buddy then. He didn't.
Well, he
know.
doesn't really play it much anymore.
He maybe plays this one.
We're bringing it back for you, Mr. Rogers. We're bringing it back, Randall.
We went out, yeah, Randall. Randall Rogers, my buddy from Johnson County.
I love Randall Rogers.
He's mad because I've proclaimed myself the GOAT of Johnson County, so he's upset about that. But that's what happens when you move away, Randall.
He slept on it.
People take over your territory. All right, if you're not here to defend it, it gets seized. So it's like the plains of Africa. All right, lions kill lions. All right. Here's an old one. I'll try not to mess this up too, right? Day after day, I tell myself you never meant the words that you said. And night after night, I lie here alone and can't get you out of my head. Like a fool, I let our love slip away. Left you here, what more can I say? I missed my chance, I lost my turn. My ship sank, I crashed and burned. Broke your heart, then I let myself down. Lost the fight, I lost the game. Now there's only me to blame. If you wonder where I am, check the lost and found. Time after time, I feel sure of the man you needed me to be. And lie after lie, I left you no choice but to pack your clothes and leave. I got too much pride to beg you to stay. Before you go, just let me say, missed my chance, I lost my turn. My ship sank, I crashed and burned. Broke your heart, then I let myself down. Lost the fight, I lost the game. Now there's only me to blame. If you wonder where I am, check the lost and found. Missed my chance, I lost my turn. My ship sank, I crashed and burned. Broke your heart, then I let myself down. I lost the fight, I lost the game. Now there's only me to blame. If you wonder where I am, check the lost and found. Check the lost and found.
We have a shout out to Tyler, who is a police officer, and it's his 26th birthday. Happy birthday, Tyler.
Happy birthday.
We are always supporting our boys in blue and women in blue.
Except for Cole Dickerson. He flipped me over on a Polaris once and tore my ACL.
Okay, here's a text that wants you to tell the story about Skippy. This is Tyler Bailey. I fished with Jeff, Skippy Gilbert on TV. No? We're going to get back to you on that next week. You're going to have to recall those memories.
Yeah. Maybe give us a hint.
Awesome. Oh, here's Brian from Chicago. Brian, our weekly friend. He wants to know, what shots do they drink on stage? Okay, first of all, we're a little old, but Casey has a really bad addiction to Jaeger bombs that doesn't seem to ever go away.
What could go wrong?
Jaeger bomb! Jaeger bomb! I'm like, are you sure you want to do that?
It's called the Devil's
Always
Blood.
a Jaeger bomb.
I wrote that in a
Very
song.
1990-ish, don't y'all think?
In that, put the bottle down. Devil's Blood is code for Jaeger bombs.
Here's a shout out to 11.
Should make a Devil's Blood T-shirt coming up. Devil's Blood, Jaeger.
Okay, time out. I'm trying to make a shout out to
It
our
looks like the Devil's Blood.
11-year-old superfan Kylie. She has been a faithful watcher and listener and got her very first KCD shirt in the mail today.
Yeah.
Go, Kylie. I wish I could sing to my girl, but my voice sucks. Maybe you can do other things to her that doesn't suck.
Yeah, we're going to start doing 2 episodes. One for kids, after hours.
I'm not saying the wrong things. It just sounds wrong, but I'm not meaning it wrong.
We got time for a couple more now on that note. So I'll learn that. Send me also, keep sending your requests that you want to hear me play, but if you want to hear me try to work up a cover of somebody else, then send it to me. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Melinda, what hat are you wearing?
I'm not scared. You can send a John Party song. You know what? Maybe I'll do a little Eric Church Springsteen next week. How about that?
I think you're getting a little brave. This hat I'm wearing is Casey Donahue camo hat. You can get it online, and it's Mother's Day next week, so you can shop early today because it's 20% off entire purchases. You could get a banger shirt for your mom. She'd love it. You could get her, we have new tank tops. We have happy hour tank tops. We have Lostman Brothers goat tank top.
Happy hour, cyber high fives.
Yep.
Cyber
high five.
cyber high fives.
We have a lot of options for your mom, especially if she's a fun mom and drinks out of straws.
Do you have do we have Lost My Brother's goat and kid shirts yet? You should find a Lost My.
I'm sorry, we don't yet.
You should. You know what you should make? You should make kid goat.
Okay, moving
kid
on.
Goat T-shirts.
Oh,
kid goat.
Moving on. Oh my gosh, here's a good cover. And you know what? The person who's saying this probably knows that Casey can sing How I Got to Memphis.
I do know that song.
Here's a story. When Casey first met my dad, this is many moons ago, my dad was a big karaoke singer, and so we were going to go to the karaoke place where my dad was singing that night. And he was demanding Casey sing something. And this was before Casey was Casey Donahue. And so little Casey got on the karaoke stage, and guess what he sang? He sang That's How I Got to Memphis.
If you love somebody enough. I get it. Next week, we'll do that one. All right. Write that down. Let's do a couple more.
Okay, what's next?
It's a cowboy song right here.
Cowboys.
Wrote for my dad. Rodeo's all gone from this old cowboy, and they'll be leaving friends and family here behind. In a long trot he'll be crossing over Jordan, and Jesus called him home, it was his time. And if heaven needs a cowboy, they're getting a top hand. One good horse on 1,000 hills, he'll be riding for the brand. And if the pearly gates can't hold the cattle, he'll get them roped and tied. I hope there's a piece of the promised land for cowboys when they die. Left his saddle to my sister and gave his spurs to my firstborn. And I know I should rejoice, but still my heart it has been torn. And I know he will be smiling when he sees his dad again, and his mama with her loving arms will welcome him right in. And if heaven needs a cowboy, they're getting a top hand. One good horse on 1,000 hills, he'll be riding for the brand. And if the pearly gates can't hold the cattle, he'll get them roped and tied. I hope there's a piece of the promised land for cowboys when they die. And if heaven needs a cowboy, well, they're getting a top hand. Just one good horse on 1,000 hills, he'll be riding for the brand. And if the pearly gates can't hold the cattle, he'll get them roped and tied. I hope there's a piece of the promised land for cowboys when they die. I know there's a piece of the promised land for cowboys when they die. I know there's peace in the promised land for cowboys when they die.
Here's a good question. What boots does Casey wear on stage?
Chariot. Usually, the ones I roll pretty regular, like maybe the last year. I'm kind of a creature of habit. So I kind of get with one thing, I stick, and I like it. I'm wearing the Ariat Relentless Caymans, light colored with the red top. One more.
Hold on. You got two more.
We'll do one more.
Two more. Because one won the thing.
The words out to the other one, remember?
I did, right here.
Oh, where's it at?
Yes.
Man.
8:28.
He's saying we're over time.
I know, but we had a contest. We had a thing today online, and we needed to sing that song. And then there was the most requested song. So sing that song. Just hustle it up.
Let's see if I can remember the words. Blood ties on Main Street. She's the devil, but she tastes sweet. She popping tops, she's shifting gears, and she's sitting in my lap 'cause she likes to steer. It's going down tonight, I'm getting whiskey drunk, standing shirtless on the hood of my truck. And I ain't stopping till I've had enough. I'm pouring moonshine shots into Dixie cups and got my swerve on, double fist and stone, trying to find a honey to drive me home. Lost my keys and can't find my phone. Everybody's passed out, so I party alone. Shake it.
I thought I forgot about my tambourine, but I didn't.
If you're down to ride, then saddle up. She got them cut off jeans and she's looking tough. And I'm smooth like a bottle of gin. Crow like a rooster when you shake it like a hen. Going down tonight, getting whiskey drunk, standing shirtless on the hood of my truck. And I ain't stopping till I've had enough. Pouring moonshine shots in the Dixie cups and got my swerve on, double fist and stones, trying to find a honey to drive me home. Lost my keys, I can't find my phone. Everybody's passed out, so I party alone. Banger! Woke up at the crack of dawn, wrapped up with the dirty blonde. This little honey bun was smooth to touch. I don't remember much. It's going down tonight, I'm getting whiskey drunk, standing shirtless on the hood of my truck. And I ain't stopping till I've had enough. I'm pouring moonshine shots in the Dixie cups. I got a fifth of Jack, a bottle of Crown, and a couple hard bodies are passing around. This party's just started, but I can't wait. We got tail lights pouring through my pasture gate. Got my swerve on, double fist and stones, trying to find a honey to drive me home. Lost my keys, I can't find my phone. Everybody's passed out, so we'll party alone. Dig it.
That was kind of weird acoustic.
You made me play that.
People wanted to hear it.
There's your banger version.
Last song of the night. This is it.
No more questions, answers. Let's play it. We done?
Favorite Kid Rock song. Last question of the night.
Oh my gosh. That's very
How
difficult.
can you pick just one?
Yeah, man, there's so many. Talk about bangers. Golly, I'm going to go with Cocky. I'm going to go with Cocky. People say I'm cocky. It ain't bragging if you back it up. We did not print the words out to this, so if I mess them up.
Gina wants to be my friend from California. Gina, we are friends. If you like straws and I like straws, then we're friends. We're straw friends.
Dusty got you some straws, but they were paper.
Oh,
I think.
Dusty, thank you for the straws. Yeah, I'm going to use them on, I'm having a little Okay, restrictions. Shelter in place ends in Texas tomorrow, so I'm having a little girls' thing on Saturday for my friend's birthday. And I'm saving your straws because I'm going to use them for the party. Thank you, Dusty.
I didn't practice this. This is maybe a terrible choice to end the show with.
You've
but
already
we'll
played it.
A couple weeks ago.
practice.
I've been drinking nonstop.
You didn't quite acting like an old man.
Houseboat by called the Gin Palace. Docked the White Trash Bay. We serve homemade tequila on 23 hours a day. We got hand-rolled cigars and a 3-foot driftwood bar where Captain Earl serenades the working girls. Now you can have warm flat beer or a jar of cherry moonshine. You can have a shot of Copperhead whiskey, and you can have a pull of Thunderbird wine. It's always cash in hand. You can still drink if you can still stand. Floating on a bayou bar stool, praying to God we don't sink. On this boat, I'm king of the sea. There ain't nobody that don't know me, and I'm a riverboat bandit, mean as hell, no near and far. And if you hear the rumor I'm dead and gone, you know this legend will still live on. Throw me in the river with concrete boots, 'cause like a bottle of whiskey I was bound to drown. Got a dirty blonde waitress and her name's Scarlett. Red lipstick, she's a sailor's harlot. She can drop it down low, make your head spin if the money gets right. She got a snakeskin wallet on a wallet chain. Her faded tramp stamp says I'll bring the pain, and I'll be gone without warning in the morning. Don't fall in love. On this boat, I'm king of the sea. There ain't nobody that don't know me, and I'm a riverboat bandit, mean as hell, no near and far. If you hear the rumor I'm dead and gone, just know this legend will still live on. Throw me in the river with concrete boots, 'cause like a bottle of whiskey I was bound to drown. Come on, Clayton. Play $100 games or sing a rag 9 ball. You can throw bones if you like to watch dice fall. You can cut cards at Tennessee Slim. We'll play 7-card stuff. You better have a knife or a 44, 'cause every night there's blood on this floor, and there ain't no law to get in the way in White Trash Bay. And on this boat, I'm king of the sea. There ain't nobody that don't know me, and I'm a riverboat bandit, mean as hell, no near and far. And if you hear the rumor I'm dead and gone, just know this legend will still live on. Throw me in the river with concrete boots, so like a bottle of whiskey I was bound to drown. I hope they find me in this river with concrete boots, 'cause like a bottle of whiskey I was bound to drown.
Clayton Bankston back there on
There
that
we go.
fiddle.
Episode 7, Donahue Compound,
Thanks for tuning
Corona Happy
in.
Hour, bangers.